All right. So, number one, a sequence is geometric. When the ratios of consecutive terms are the same. In other words, A2 over A1, A3 over A2, A4 over A3 equals R. So if we take consecutive terms, which are terms one after another, and divide them, we should get the same number. R not equal to 0 and is the common, COMMON, ratio of the sequence. All right. Now, some things to think about in terms of recognition. The format of the sequence is exponential. The format of the sequence is exponential. If the sequence gets smaller, all right, if the sequence gets smaller, the common ratio is a fraction less than 1. If the sequence alternates between positive and negative values, then R is negative. Now, there are some exceptions to this, like we talked about this week, when instead of n, it's 2n and those types of things. All right? All right. So example number 1, write the first 4 terms of the sequence. 3 times 1/2 to the n minus 1. So we're going to plug in 1, 2, 3, and 4. When we plug in 1, you will see why we use n minus 1. Because when I plug in 1 minus 1, of course, I get 0. And into the 0 power is, of course, 1. So 3 times 1 would give me 3. So the first term should be whatever that number is, provided instead of n, you use n minus 1. When I plug in 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. 1/2 to the 1 is 1/2. 3 times 1/2 is 3/2. You will notice 3/2 is 3 times what? 1/2. If we happen to plug in 3, 3 minus 1 would be 2. 1/2 to the squared would be 1/4. 3 times 1/4 would be 3/4, which is half the previous term. So if you don't want to plug in, you can simply do whatever the multiplier is, the base of the exponent, times the previous number. And if we go that route, we're going to have 3 over 8. So either by plugging in or using the common ratio, please complete that one. The first 4 terms of the sequence, -2 times -3 to the n minus 1. Everybody good with -2 being the first term? It'll always be the number on the outside. Sorry to take you away from your cell phone for a second. So, when I plugged in 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. -3 to the 1 is -3, I get 6. Notice, what did I multiply by? The base C exponent, which is -3. So the next one is -18 and then 54. Good? Okay, so, last thing, well, not these two things, and then we're done for the day. The nth term of a geometric sequence has the form a to the n equals a to the 1 r to the n minus 1, where r is the common ratio of consecutive terms of the sequence. All right? So, let's start recognizing things. In the first one, 7, 14, 28, 56, 112. The common ratio is the multiplier. What are we multiplying each term by to get the next term? 2. That's the base of your exponent. So that's the 2 to the n minus 1. If it's positive, it's your choice if you want to put it in parentheses or not. All right? But if it's negative, you have to put it inside parentheses. Now, what's my first term in the sequence? 7. And you're done. 7 times 2 to the n minus 1. That's it. If we look at the next one, are they giving me the first term? Yeah, 54. Are they giving me the common ratio labeled with an R? Absolutely, -4. And then once again, what do you simply use as your exponent? N minus 1. The last one is a recursive sequence. It's defined by the previous terms. When this occurs, when it's geometric, the multiplier will be in front of a to the k. That's your R. Once again, are they giving me a to the 1? Absolutely, -3. Times whatever the number is in front of your a to the k, 3/2. And then again, you have what? N minus 1. Once you have it defined, you can then find future terms. So use the same formula to predict an nth term of the sequence. Find the 11th term of the geometric sequence. 5 to the 3/4 to the n minus 1. You're simply going to plug in what for n in this case? 11. So you're going to have 5 times 3/4 to the 11 minus 1, which is of course what? 10. Now here's the request I made. When it looks like that, you go to your calculator. All right? And you do 5 times 3/4 to the 10th. All right? So you enter it in your calculator. You then hit enter and it gives you that long decimal. All I ask you to do is hit math and 1 and enter. And you will notice, all right, that it gives you the exact same decimal. It's not putting it in fraction form. That's fine. If that occurs, then you estimate. So you would estimate that to be approximately 0.282. And then you're done. All right, so when you get an answer for one like that, please just hit math 1, see if it comes out to be a fraction. All right, and if not, leave it the way it is. We will finish that up tomorrow. You have, look at you guys, you got 10 minutes to just see you.